welcome back to my channel. And in today's video I'm gonna show you guys how I like to contour and highlight. Okay, so people have been asking me, people around me have been asking me how I like to do it. So this is not this is how you have to do it tutorial. This is just how it is, because there are many ways to highlight and contour. It all depends on your face and stuff, but I'm gonna show you guys how I like to do it, and I'm gonna give you some tips as well. So yeah, let's get started. The whole point of highlighting is just to highlight the highest points of your face. So like some parts of your forehead, the nose, the bridge of your nose, your cheekbones obviously, and then a little bit of your chin, just to make it seem like, just to make it pop out. I don't highlight every day just because I don't think it's necessary for me to. I only highlight and contour when I'm going, like when I'm taking pictures or when I'm filming for you guys. That's the only time where I feel like it's necessary, because it's really like an extreme, like I'm here, you know. So but yeah, let me know if you guys like to do it every day, because I know some people, they have to do it. So yeah, okay, so in my opinion, the best things to highlight and contour are these LA Girl Pro Concealer. They're amazing. The consistency of these things are like foundation, like it's amazing. And if you're a beginner, you definitely don't have to go out and buy a $40 palette or whatever. If you're not a makeup artist, you're just starting out, or even if you've been doing this for a while, if you're not using all these shades, you know, I don't think it's necessary to do it. So what I like to use are these simple concealers. To contour, you can also use foundation if you have. Your contour shade needs to be about like 2 to 3 shades darker than you are. So what I'm gonna use to contour is this concealer from Ruby Kisses. It's called Pure Mineral Concealer. It's about 2-3 shades darker than me, so that's what I'm gonna use to contour. And to highlight, I'm gonna use this LA Girl Pro Concealer in Fawn. I haven't found, in this one they have many shades, so you should be able to find. I like this one better. I ran out of the dark shade. This is why I'm gonna be using this one. I've been using it for a little bit now. I like it also. If you have a dark skin like me, or darker skin even, they have many shades of like brown. Like, just get this. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is just cover up my dark circles. As you can see right here, I'm just gonna use my NYX Gotcha Covered Concealer, and I'm just gonna put that right here, you know, not too much. I'm just gonna cover up a little bit before I start adding anything to highlight. I just want to make sure that it looks flawless. And then I'm gonna use my Morphe M179 to just blend it out a little bit. You know, I already like this brush because it really gets in there, you know, so I like this one. Obviously, if you don't have dark circles, you can definitely skip this step. It's just that before I start highlighting, especially highlighting like brings focus on your face, so I don't want the focus to be on my eyes, so I'm just gonna cover all of them up. Okay, so this is good now. This is what, oh my god, that looks harsh, but it looks harsh now, but when I start adding everything onto it, it'll be fine. Okay, so this is what I do now. And then I'm gonna take my LA Girl Pro Concealer. This color is in Fawn, and I'm gonna just like start making little upside down triangles under my eye. So I just go like this. If your face is long like mine, you're gonna want to like take your triangle and kind of put it all the way back. This is just gonna make your face like a little bit wider, but like not in a bad way. It's just gonna balance out everything. And if your face is kind of rounder, you can just stop right here, like where your eye stops. Your face is already round, so by going any further, you're just gonna make it a little bit wider. So you just need to keep it thin. And then I'm gonna take a damp beauty blender. Make sure it's a little bit damp. You don't want to go in dry with this. And I'm just gonna blend it all out. Okay, one of the most important things in highlighting, you need to set it, because concealer creases, like it creases so much. So you don't want to just leave it there and then you add your powder or your creams or whatever, because if you look in the mirror in an hour, your face is gonna look like this, like it's gonna crease up. So you need to set it just so it can seep into your skin. You need to bake it. So what I'm gonna use to set my face is my Sasha Buttercup. If you have a lighter skin, you can also use the banana powder. yeah, I used it for a while. I didn't really like it, so I switched over to this one. It's really worked out for me, so that's what I'm gonna use. And I know some people prefer to use a beauty blender, but I like to use these little things, you know, because of their shapes. I could really get it in there, so that's what I'm gonna use. And basically everywhere that I've put concealer on, I'm gonna add it to it, just so it doesn't crease on me. And I'm taking a little bit too long doing this. I usually put it right after I put my concealer, because concealer tends to like set into your skin really quickly. So as soon as I put it in, I just add the setting powder, just so it doesn't take time. So I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna put it all over and kind of drag it to the back as well. And I'm just gonna pat it to make sure it's really getting to my skin. And I'm gonna leave this for about 5 minutes. Now I look like a clown, but it is what it is, you know. Okay, so I'm just gonna add more concealer. This is the first part of it, forehead now. Just gonna put this right here. On the bridge of my nose, on my cupid's bow, which is optional, and a little bit also on your chin. I'm gonna blend it out, and then I'm gonna set it with my Sasha powder.
The thought of you would make me feel like Daniel mixed with Davis, laying lion hearted giants with a hammer, high quad straight from Thor. Made a demigod of iron in the store just to ward all these demons from with Jesus.
Exactly why I don't do this on the regular, because I look like this. I definitely wouldn't do this on a regular basis, but like I said before, if I'm taking pictures and I want to look like, or if I'm like going to like an event where we're gonna be taking pictures, you know, I want to look my best, so I do it. So I'm just gonna let that marinate for 5 minutes, and yeah. Let me know if you like my eye makeup. I was trying a new palette today, just playing around with it. Let me know if you like it. These setting powders, not only does it help set concealer, it also helps you if you have like oily skin, you know, anything creamy that you put on your face, you're gonna want to set it, just because it's gonna reflect back and give you a camera flashback. If you don't have the banana powder or the Sasha Buttercup, you can also use the Wet n Wild Fergie setting powder. I used to use it before I got this one, and it works just as well. So yeah, if you want to just set your concealer or set your makeup and you're not going for anything too extreme, you can use this one as well. So now that the 5 minutes are over, I'm just gonna take a big brush and I'm just gonna dust it all off. Also, you can take any kind of powders that you have. You set your dip your brush in the powder and you dust it away. And this is gonna bring back a little bit of warmth into your face, because the powder is kind of light, you know, so you can just use that powder to set it all away. Okay, now my face is highlighted. You can kind of see the difference. My cheekbones look a little bit more pronounced, and my forehead is a little bit pronounced as well. And now we're just gonna move on to contouring. Okay, to contour now, I'm gonna use this concealer that I told you guys about in the beginning, and I'm just gonna apply a little bit on my forehead. I'm gonna apply them at the bottom of my cheekbones, and also I'm gonna make a little circle round thing on my chin. If you have a small face, you don't need to contour, because the whole point of contouring is just to make your face look a little bit slimmer. And if you have a little bit of a round face, you know, you're gonna make it look a little bit more thin. You can still do it, but you need to make sure that you're not applying too much. Yeah, so we're just gonna get started right now. So to first start, you're gonna wanna put your finger at the top of your ear right here, and you're just gonna follow the line right here. So I'm just gonna get started, and this is the top of my ear. I'm just gonna bring it down and stop midway. You can go all the way if you're looking for more of a longer cheekbone effect. Like, this is what I do for me too, since I'm showing you guys what to do in general, because I know my cheeks are like, huh, you know. So I would usually just go all the way, and I stop right here, and I go into a little half circle thing. You guys have probably seen me do this in my videos. I would just like go and stop right here, but most people's cheeks stop like right here, so you can just stop in the middle, and then you go on the other side, do the same thing. The key to blending this properly is like, you're not supposed to blend it downward. You go upward, and this is just gonna make your cheekbone look a little bit more alive. It's just gonna bring them back up. So you just blend it upward in the opposite direction. A small forehead, do not contour. It's gonna look even smaller. This is just for me to because mine is kind of wide, to close it up a little bit, and it's also gonna blend in with my hairline. So I'm just gonna make a few little lines, or you can just make a straight line. I usually do it sometimes, but you just want to make a few little lines across. Blend that downwards. If you want also, you can also contour your nose, and this is just gonna make your nose look a little bit slimmer. So to do this, you're gonna start, let me guys show you how I do my nose first. My nose is kind of wide like this, so if I'm gonna contour it, I'm just gonna make sure I add 2 lines right here. I'm just gonna put this line right here. I'm just gonna feel for the bone in my nose and just put it at the extremity, so like this and like this. So if your nose is this big, it's gonna look this big now. So I'm just kind of cutting it a little bit, and then I'm gonna put a little circle right here just to make this little part a little bit shorter. It's all about illusions here. We're just creating trust issues. So I'm just gonna take this brush that's kind of dense and tightly packed together. You need to be using a brush that's similar, you know, just kind of get it in there. So I'm just gonna blend that upward too, like blend that inward. And if you want even, you can take your highlighter again, the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and you're just gonna add it again in the middle of your nose, because when you're contouring, your highlight kind of does go away, so you're just gonna put that again just to emphasize it, just to make sure like, hey, highlight, where are you going? And then you're just gonna blend it again with your finger this time. You don't need to do it with the beauty blender, and then you continue blending it out. Now you can go back with your beauty blender to just kind of even everything out. If you want, after you've contoured, you can also go back with that same Sasha powder or setting powder that you used, and you can also put it right under where you contour, and this is just gonna sharpen it a little bit just to kind of emphasize it a lot more. So I'm just gonna follow that same line and just pop it in there. This is also one of the reasons why I like to use these, because you can't kind of make that straight point with your beauty blender. So I like to use this just because it has the sharp ends. So I'm just gonna, and then I switch over. I'm gonna leave this in for like a minute or two. You don't need to care about the bottom really. The most important thing you need right here is that first line to be really sharp and to go right under where you contoured, and it's just gonna show it a lot more.
They so jealous, they green like lettuce. Tell them to catch up, cause the vibe in here, it feels so awesome. Yeah. The thought of you would make me feel like Daniel mixed with Davis laying lion hearted giants with a hammer.
And this is what it's looking like. Just get the top to be straight and let it marinate. Now I'm gonna go in with the concealer again. Look for where I put the highlight, and I'm gonna make a little round circle like this on my chin to just cut off the excess, I guess. And if you want, you can add more highlight again. That's something I've found out that I like doing, you know. Just highlight the first time, you add your contour, you blend it all out, and then you add more highlight again. I just find that it works for me. Just gonna take a big brush, go back with it upwards. And yeah, guys, this is done. This is it. It's really not hard. It's simple. You just have to adjust the technique to your face. You have to find out what works for you and what doesn't work for you. And yeah, that's basically all it is. So now you can just go and add your blush, finish up your face, add more setting powder if you want. Not the Sasha one, just mineralized skin finish is what I like to use from MAC. But yeah, I'm just gonna finish up my face right now, and I'll let you guys see what it looks like at the end. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below just so you don't miss any more videos. I hope this video was helpful to anyone out there, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.